I've had this box in 4 machines. Oh. A win. Marauders, welcome back to the channel. I have to get the Ranger ready for its first trail ride, and I've had this RYFAB cargo box that was designed for my Razor S and will not fit in my Razor Trail because of the rear roll bars. I want to mount that in the cargo box. Some of you may remember I had it stored up on that corner top shelf of my garage. When I trail ride a utility type vehicle, I don't like a lot of stuff in the cab. I like the cab just left for the passenger and maybe some drinks and of course my camera equipment. And if you, on some of our trails, if you put your gear in the bed, it gets covered in dust if it's dry and mud if it's wet. So I want to install this cargo box. So let's get to work. I'll talk you through it. And we'll see how it goes. Designing as we go. Like the Razor Pro, I'm going to install 2 wood stringers on the deck, then put a sheet of plywood, not a sheet, but a piece of plywood across the stringers, and then fasten the cargo box to the piece of plywood. To install the stringers, I have to tilt the bed and remove a firewall, and I'll show you that. You know, I said firewall, I should say fire shield. So I'm hoping this will come out easy. There's a lot of screws, I don't want to lose them. Oh. Shop is a mess. Okay, we gotta put the heat shield back on. Oh, I'm getting hot. These supports are bolted in through the deck. Those are solid, they're not going anyplace. I have to fit the mounting plate over this and notch it where those 2 bolts are up front. And I also have to get the fasteners set in here or located, and then drill them out and install them. Let's see how fast I do that. There it is. Very secure. Very secure. Now the test. Will the box fit on? Will that fit on there? Did I line the holes? Let's see. Oh, like a glove. Like a glove. Okay, I will stain this. I will put a weather sealant on it and stain that. Oh, let's tighten it out. So you can see the wing nuts, the big plastic wing nuts that hold it on. They do have, I think, brass inserts. Tight. Very secure. You know, I'll stain this wood. I have a very dark stain. I'll stain that black. What's nice about this is I can put my cooler, drinks, maybe a gas can, some of my first aid kit. I can put it all in this compartment on the back. Nothing, it won't get dirty inside. It is water resistant. easy to rinse off, and I can take it off and use this around the house very quickly. In less than a minute, I can get this off. So that's it. One more thing. I have to do one more thing before I hit the trail. Got to put a plate on this. Forgot how big that box is. Oh, I love the storage in it. Forgot how big it was. I filmed the ending of this. This is the second ending to this video, and I simply could not leave the ends not cleaned up with just a straight. They were, I think, too far past the bolt, mounting bolt, and also I didn't like that they were at 90 degrees and not tapered. So I had to trim the ends, and I had to stain this, and this is a dark walnut stain that I had left over from my kids' hobby. Again, it's one of the kids' projects at school, not their hobby. So again, you can see it blends in a lot better with the cargo bed, and also I had to stain the mounting plate. I will take off this mounting plate and put on some type of polyurethane or something to help it with moisture. Again, if things are constantly wet, they'll rot. I typically find that if they're wet and then they dry out, that they're fine. But I am going to seal this in a month or so. We'll let the stain set, and then I'll come back and I'll touch up the stain and seal it. So let's finish this project. I think that's much better, don't you? Blends in. I like that these aren't hanging way over, and it's much more, it's tapered, a little dressier. Now let's put the box on. Just plate it. Marauders, the Ranger's ready for the trail. Tomorrow's going to be your first time on a trail. We're doing Susquehanna. It's about, depending if you do the inner and outer loop, it's about 60 miles, be a 60-mile day. Great trail to break in your engine, other components on your vehicle. Let's take you a brief look. RYFAB cargo box. Big fan of this company. They don't sponsor my channel. I've had this box in 4 machines. I had it in a Razor S, a Defender XMR, a Defender Limited, and now I have it in a Polaris Ranger. So that's pretty cool to me. Not an inexpensive box. At the time, I want to say it was about $600. To me, it was well worth it. It's extremely well made. You can see the finished job. I think it's great. I think it turned out very well. It's sturdy, very well mounted in the machine. I did dazzle up the Ranger for the closing on this video and the trail ride. I do not like to ride a dirty vehicle on the trail, and she's ready to go. I could not believe how big that cargo box is. I totally forgot about it. Things I do before a trail ride: I check my tire pressure, I always check my engine oil, check for I have my jump starter on board, my first aid kit, scrounged up a tire plug kit. I have compressors, I have tow straps. So she's pretty set to go. I do have to see if my trails are uploaded in this ride command. I hope my Susquehanna ride is in it, so I'm going to check that before I go and upload that. Boy, first time riding in a long time, guys. So I'm excited, and we'll see how she does on the trail. First thoughts, how can it not be great on the trail, right? Please, let's respect each other. I hope to see you on the trail. Thank you, and God bless.